Hello, folks. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West with G&E TV. For the past 3 weeks, probably you have noticed already, we put a big effort on this new thing. It's a book to be published, written by Mr. Ken Hemmings. And he's not a world-renowned writer, but the way I look at it is that he really touched something of the very bottom line of life. That's why I become darn interested in it and put up so much time whenever chances allow. By that I mean there is no big mess at the federal level,
Right.
neither does it at the state level, nor does it at the city level, local level, and then there's a chance we jump on something which is soft core, however, in my eye, is the bottom line of your life.
Bottom line of life.
Yeah. This book, written by Mr. Ken Hemmings, is entitled Life is Simple. Parenthesis, which is the subtitle, 100 Words to Live By. I found it so interesting. Those are the words that are flying around you almost day to day. You barely pay attention to them, let alone the fact you dig into it, find the essence about it. In other words, to suck the juice about it. So, which is the part of life that we're missing. That's why I'm trying to lift it up and bring it here to bring it to your attention. And you and I would like to share this moment and talking about it, right? Joining me today is the very author, Mr. Ken Hemmings. Once again, welcome to my show.
This is my visit to Disneyland. When I'm with you, I'm that happy.
All right, good.
And our minds and our souls express the same thoughts.
Sure,
so it's beautifully in sync.
It is really a good philosophy or a strong philosophy that I hold on. I'm not saying I'm a great man. I'm saying that I have my own pick. I pick people of like-minded people. Sometimes when you come across people, and I would say that you will know head to toe about this very person within less than 3 minutes.
Absolutely.
And you get bored, you shake hands, very nice meeting you, sir or madam, and then you never come back, right?
That's right.
Yeah, sometime within as short as 10 minutes, you start a conversation, you will find somebody that you really like because you guys share the same foundation of your concept, right?
Exactly.
And this
we
is
did
the one,
that.
yeah, we did that, right? This is the one of the case, right? Okay, now, talking about a book. Writing a book is not an easy job because I happen to be a writer myself. I know those sleepless nights and those like 3 o'clock in the morning going to 7-Eleven for a cup of soda,
Yep.
how that feels, or 5 o'clock in the morning for a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
How that feels, exactly, right? Okay, now, last time we talked about the fact of how you came to the point of putting this thoughts together.
Yes.
And for the records of this show, and also for my audience who just happen to be with us for the first time, though, they deserve some kind of background, right?
Yes, correct.
For a little bit, please.
Yeah. Well, my name is Ken Hemming, and I have had this idea since my daughter was 6 or 8 years old, Lauren, because it's always, all of these thoughts have been in my soul, not quite articulated yet.
Sure.
But I was busy with my career as a CPA, working 2,400 hours a year, whatever, and then now the opportunity opened up, and I read every word in the dictionary. I mean, went through thousands of words, and then I pared it down to 100 words that I think, if they're the essence of every thought you have, every word you utter, and every action you take, if they support that, you will be a marvelous citizen on the planet, and it will be contagious and it will spread.
Sure,
That's my purpose, is to share.
Sure. To make a long story short, what Mr. Hemmings has done is that he picked up those words of his take, dig into the profound meaning of the word, or even behind the word,
Yes.
to find out those are the essence that he can hold on to live a better life,
Yes.
right? So, in other words, we say, the subtitle, as the subtitle title goes, 100 words to live by.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Now, we've talked quite a few of the words, right? So now I still prefer going by the
The alphabet?
by the alphabet, alphabetic order, and see those words that we happen to pick, right?
Yes, sir.
I find this happiness on top of H, right? Of course, I had an A there, right?
Yes.
But what's your definition about happiness? Nowadays, I see people, when you come across people, let's say 10, all right? How many out of 10 are not complaining?
Oh, 8 are complaining. You know, 8 are, because it's easy to find something to complain about, but normally it's a waste of effort to talk about it. Everything will pass. You only die once. And I, like I say here, happiness is yours for the taking. It's a choice.
The other day at the City Hall, Rosie, I met a guy that I haven't seen for at least 3 or 5 years. I shook hands. I said, how's everything been? You know what he says? Oh, better than I deserve.
Good.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that.
Right.
All right. As a matter of fact, he just lost his wife.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned.
And since our last show, I had one 90-year-old friend pass away, and a 40-year-old female friend I know's got a brain tumor, and she's going to heaven.
Okay.
So it happens. Life is
Yeah, now to come to you, the definition of happiness.
My main point with happiness is it's a choice. I know very successful, wealthy, healthy, all this people, many of which are not happy. I know many people with physical problems and financial problems, and they're happy. Happiness and attitude are very interrelated. So if your foundation is a positive attitude and positive thought processes, happiness is yours. It is a choice. And I choose, no matter what, to be happy. Nothing can change that choice, no matter what happens in my life. And that's the message we're trying to spread, that it is there. It's happiness is yours for the taking. And I want everybody can be happy if they think happy. And I think happy. Like I say, I'm happy being here.
Sure. All right. Now that we're on it, though, why don't we just put a group of words together? We have healthy.
Yes.
We have wealthy.
Yes.
We have being happy.
They're very interrelated.
Okay. How are they interrelated?
Okay. Well, one thing, a happy person is a healthier person because happiness just oozes through the body and projects a positive feeling. Positive feelings create a better lifestyle, and it's a better chance of dealing with adversity. And so health and happiness, it's very hard to be very, very happy when you're unhealthy unless you choose to be.
Okay.
So they're very related.
But are there people who are healthy but unhappy,
Many.
or vice versa?
Many.
Who are happy yet they are not as healthy?
I went through an 8.5-hour cancer operation, a big recovery. I was happy every minute. Every minute. Because it's either going to pass and there will be brighter days ahead, or maybe you pass away and then hopefully there's brighter days ahead too. So it's a no-lose situation. All difficulties will come and go except one, because we only die once.
I guess the philosophy comes down to a point that only one point, that you only live this much length of life.
Yes.
Be it longer than the rest of folks, be it shorter than the rest of folks, God knows. Right?
Birth is a terminal disease.
But your choice is that to choose to live this length of life happily or not happily.
Absolutely.
Right.
It's more mental than physical.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
More mental than physical.
And more mental than physical, right? And then it is your job to decide how do you want to live, happily or sadly.
And then when people see you living a happy life, even when there are certain adversities, they're going to want to be with you. And you know, we are not obligated to spend time with people that are And so it spreads. It's contagious.
Yeah. Even a 3-month-old baby, you smile at him or her.
Absolute beauty.
And they do this.
The
they
beauty.
Want you to hold her, right?
The beauty of the world.
So even the baby wouldn't want to see a long face.
No.
That's important. No. However, the next relationship between healthy and the wealthy and happy, right? Okay, let's forget healthy.
Right.
Wealthy and happy. So
Well,
how are they related?
Excess
your
wealth,
definition, yeah.
excess wealth doesn't make anybody any more happy. You know, as we have chatted, if you have a roof over your head, you're able to feed yourself and your family and your loved ones, then your basic necessities are met. If you're under the poverty level and really have difficulty, our country and the world is nice enough to try to help each other. So the happiness, if the basic needs to exist are met, there's no reason not to be happy. Excess happiness, excess possessions contribute nothing to it. Look in your own closet, look in my closet. I could throw out half of what's in there in a heartbeat and have no effect on my life.
Sure.
So it's,
You look into reality of life, though, you really see some, quite a few numbers are kind of in profusion.
huge.
Wealthy people who are unhappy.
Because they're not satisfied with what they have.
And on the contrary, you quite often than not, you come across those less fortunate people, right? Very poor people, much below the poverty line. Say, for example, downtown Los Angeles on Los Angeles Street. Such a
Yes.
big name, right?
Yes.
And you see those homeless
Been there,
guys.
yeah.
And most of them are happy. They're very happy.
Right.
They sing, they dance,
I,
they rock and roll.
I've been in the Cardinal Manning Center down there many times. It was a client, and the people in there all have really difficulties in life. Many are very content, many are very pleased.
Yeah.
And they're looking forward to better days ahead.
Sure. That's why, like I said last time, every time when I'm down, I just take a tour to Los Angeles Street
Right.
at almost midnight, like 10, 11, something within
Right.
that range. And you keep your window a little open like this and hand a few dollars out.
Right.
And make you feel better. And then you look at them, you think about yourself, oh man, you live like a king already.
And you could be there in a
Yeah,
month.
I found my happiness.
Things happen to fairly successful people that can turn the tide around.
Sure.
So always never take anything for granted. I never assume that even tomorrow is going to be as lovely as today. And I have to work for it and earn it and hope it happens.
And also, there's another important element, that is that no life is perfect. No happiness is the happiness.
Right.
Is the happiest moment or happiest life. There's always something better, right? It all depends on how you compromise with the existing whatever positive or even not positive side of your life that you can compromise with.
See, happiness for life is the journey through life. It's not the destination. It's not getting a new car. That's not the happiness. It's appreciating the small things in life. It's appreciating, I appreciate that I'm coordinated enough to be able to write with a pencil and make sense. Not everybody can. So it's appreciating. Appreciation is the soul food for happiness.
All right, good. There was one story that I read. Some of the girls, they promoted an idea, quote unquote, saying that I would rather cry in a BMW rather than smiling on a bicycle.
Well,
What's your comment about that?
I think they need an attitude adjustment.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, and I trust me. I have a nice car. I'd rather smile on a bicycle than cry in my car. And I'd let
No. What they say is that they will, if crying is the price to pay to sit in the BMW,
They're willing to do
They
it.
were willing to do it.
I would never be willing to do anything like that
And-
because you don't need a
rather do that.
possession to smile and feel the depth of happiness. It's not worth it. Pain is not worth possessions. It is not an equation.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Sure. And I believe my audience, quite a few of you have already read that story, saying that I'd rather cry if I had to, cry in a BMW rather than smile or laugh on a bicycle, right? So it's been, I didn't create it myself. It's been said, well, lots of places, lots of websites you see. But things is that brings my concern, my worry about this generation I'm talking about, so where they're heading. According to the author of this book, Life is Simple, that probably they need an attitude adjustment.
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes.
All right, let's take a very short moment out. When we come back, we'll find more. Or even happiness takes a full segment of our 12 minutes.
And it's worthy.
The worth it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So stay with us. Right back.